Hey, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ring that bell. When you do, you get all my recipes. Like today's recipe. This is actually a very important recipe. Hey, if you know me a long time. You know I like to kid around. But today, this is a serious recipe. A lot of times I come home from work. I'm tired. I'm sure a lot of you out there just feel the same way. You come home, you're tired. You don't want to cook. The best thing is to cook for yourself. When you buy food, you're buying processed food and prepackaged food, or you're going out to a fast food restaurant to try to get the healthiest thing on the menu. That doesn't really work out. So, it's important to cook for yourself. At the same time, you're tired. And you don't feel like cooking for yourself. I've developed some one-pot meals. This is my favorite one. Because it's very, very healthy. And because it's one pot, it's really very easy. That's why I'm talking so long right now. Because I want to make this video like a reasonable length, and I have to waste some time at the beginning because the recipe is really easy. It's going to take me no time to do it. Okay, I wasted enough time. Let's get cooking. Okay, this one-pot meal is going to be a Moroccan Chic Pea Stew. Now, why? Why Moroccan Chic Pea Stew? First of all, chickpea is very healthy, and that's going to be your protein and kind of everything. That's the main nutrient in this stew. Next thing, Moroccan. Why Moroccan? Well, I like the Moroccan flavors, and what's important about these Moroccan flavors is that they're big and bold. And the bigger and the bolder the flavor, the less salt you actually have to put into it. Okay, I told you this is going to be a healthy dish. So I'm trying to add as little fat as possible. So I'm going to use some spray oil to put in this pan. Now, spray oil is fat. It's 100% fat. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But if I just spray the bottom with some spray oil, I've used maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, maybe. Now, if I actually put oil in there, I'd probably have to use about a teaspoon or more. So this really works out nice. I keep this pan on low, and I'm adding 1 carrot, 1 onion, and 2 stalks celery, all diced up. I'm going to put it in the pan. I'm going to cook this on low. It's going to take a little while. That's okay. Look, I can cover it and cook it on low. I don't have to watch it. I can go do some other things. Hey, every 10 minutes or so, you gotta come back, you gotta stir it. But it's a heavy pot, it's covered. The moisture that comes off the vegetables, it's gonna kind of settle back into the pot so it won't burn. Awesome. Hey, I gotta tell you a little secret. You see how I didn't show you how to cut the vegetables? They were cut already when I showed them to you. That gives the appearance of this recipe taking less time. You know, if you add the time that it takes you to cut the vegetables, hey, if you're a quick vegetable cutter, could be 2-3 minutes. If you're slower, could be another 10 minutes. So add that on to the time it takes you to do this. But you can go to the grocery store. You can actually buy cut vegetables too. Hey, that's all right. It's all right to buy cut vegetables. The only ingredient is the vegetable. They don't add anything to it. They just cut the vegetables for you. Works out nice. Okay, so I'm sweating these vegetables. I'll see you in about 10-15 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. Beautiful. Smells terrific. Smells like sauteed vegetables. Wonderful. Next ingredient. This is one of the things that's going to make this very healthy. We have 2 things here. First we have ginger. Got a nice slice of ginger here. Look at that. It's about a 1/2 inch thick or so. Very nice. I'll take off the skin. Don't want the skin. Okay. Then I want to slice it. And then I want to slice it again. What this is going to give me is nice little like thin strips of ginger. That's why I can add more ginger. Because if I were to chop it fine, it would be too much ginger. But you see? Look at that. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to add this right to my vegetables. Now, what I just did with the ginger, I'm going to do kind of the same thing with garlic. I use one whole bunch of garlic. Whatever cloves that is, 8, 9 cloves, I don't care. One whole bunch of garlic. It seems like a lot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it. Slice it thinly. This way I can add a lot of garlic. It's very healthy. And it won't be too garlicky because there's not a lot of surface area. It's just nice pieces of garlic. Whew, that's a lot of garlic. You see how it's all sliced nice, right? I throw that right in with the vegetables and the ginger. Okay. Now I'm just mixing this around just a little bit just to get that garlic and ginger kind of, the flavor kind of popping. Just for a minute or two. That's very fragrant. Smells delicious. Awesome. Okay, now we start with our seasonings. I start with 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Moroccan spice. Hey, Moroccan spice, what's that? That's what it is. It's a Moroccan seasoning. I got this on Amazon. Instead of buying a whole mess of seasonings and trying to make a Moroccan seasoning, just buy the Moroccan seasoning. Make life easy for yourself. Hey, use that Moroccan seasoning on a lot of things. I have a half a teaspoon turmeric. And if we're going to add turmeric, we've got to add black pepper because that helps you digest turmeric. I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon black pepper. Aleppo pepper. Hey, if you don't have this, you want to use red pepper flakes, that's okay. Just use a small amount if you don't want it too spicy. A little more if you like it spicy. If you don't want it spicy at all, don't use any. But this is not too spicy. It has the flavor of like spice and sun-dried tomatoes. So it's very nice. Hey, get this on Amazon. Aleppo pepper. I'm using just a half a teaspoon. Okay. I'm mixing this up. Ooh, that smells delicious. Then I'm going to add 2 cans of chickpeas. Take out the liquid. That's 15-ounce cans of chickpeas. 2 cans. Hey, 1 more can. Hey, I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomato. All right? 1 can of diced tomato. Hey, you can use whatever kind of diced tomato you want. You got fire roasted tomato, Hunt's brand tomato. This is Kirkland brand. You see that? It's Kirkland brand. It's from Costco. Hey, I do a lot of shopping at Costco. What can I tell you? You gotta save money. Buy good quality stuff. That's Costco. Hey, I don't get paid for that. That's just me shopping at Costco. Love Costco. What can I tell you? Okay, 1 can of diced tomato. Now I need 1 tablespoon tomato paste. I use the tubes of tomato paste. It's just easy and convenient, and it's good quality tomato paste. So I need 1 tablespoon. Wonderful. That's going to thicken up the stew. It's also going to make a nice flavor. Now lastly, I'm going to add, before I bring this to a simmer, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of vegetable broth, low sodium. But the trick here is to make sure this vegetable broth is nice and cold. If it's cold, the flavors of the vegetables and everything, the tomatoes and everything, is going to leach out into the vegetable broth. And then as the vegetable broth heats up, it's going to bring everything together. If you want to cook something, boiling water, you drop that something into boiling water, you cook it. If you want that something to leach out its flavor into the broth, then you start with cold broth. That broth's going to be delicious. This whole thing is going to be delicious. Wonderful. See how easy this is? Very easy. Okay, so I add that 1.5 cups of cold vegetable broth. Gonna mix this all together. Okay, I put this on very low. I'm gonna cover it and let it just kind of warm. I put it on low, all the way down. Just let it like get nice and warm and kind of cook together for about 40 minutes. Just leave it alone. You can put it in a slow cooker for a couple hours. I just leave it on the stove. Cook it on nice and low for about 40 minutes. Just enough time for me to watch an episode or two of Judge Judy. I love that woman. She's terrific. I learn a lot from her show. You should watch it sometimes. All right. Okay, take a peek at this. It's been 40 minutes. Woo! That's beautiful. Okay, so let's recap. We got a vegan dish here. One pot meal. Very easy to make. It's got very low fat. Very low fat. Very low sodium. Okay? No added sugar. Wonderful dish. Very healthy. But we got to finish it off. Because, you know, it's got low sodium, but it needs salt. So what we're going to do is use one of the great salt substitutes known to chefs. Lemon. Wonderful stuff. Here's what we're going to do. Hey, the best trick I know to get most of the juice out of this lemon, you press it, you roll it, it kind of breaks up the inside of it. Okay? Feels kind of soft now. Then you cut it. We're going to use the entire lemon, the juice of the whole lemon. What you got to do now is stick a fork in it and squeeze it around the fork while you move the fork. Hey! Look at all that juice coming out of there. Woo! That's fantastic. Do both halves. And you'll see if you use fresh lemon juice from a fresh lemon, it tastes really good. It's not just tart. If you use bottled lemon juice, it has a real tart flavor. And it doesn't have a great flavor, just tart. Okay, you got like 2 to 3 nice tablespoons of lemon juice. Very delicious. And we're going to add it right into that chickpea stew. And now, that's delicious. Hey, don't forget the most important thing. Get a little bit of that sauce. Taste it. That's really good. Nice flavor. Wonderful. Okay, so, one last thing. Gotta serve this up. Check out this nice little bowl I got to serve. Hey, sometimes I go to these places like a TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I see these nice little cute bowls here. I buy a couple of them. You never know what you're going to use them for. Nice for chili. Nice for chickpea stew. Moroccan style. Okay, one more thing I got to add, right? I got to take the green part of a scallion and slice it. Nice and fine. The finer you slice it, the more flavor. Looks beautiful. I'm going to take a picture of that. Here's the beauty of this, right? I'm cooking tonight for me and for my wife. My wife loves lamb chops. So I'm going to make a couple of little baby lamb chops for her and put it right on top of her stew. So she still has this healthy stew and a couple of lamb chops. For me, I'm just going to eat the stew. I think that's wonderful. The choice is yours. You could be as vegan as you want to be. You want to put one lamb chop on? Fine. You want to put a couple of shrimp on top? Fine. You want to put a poached egg on top? Fine. You want to just leave it as it is, as the chickpea lentil stew? That's fine. Wonderful stuff. Any way you eat it. So, I have other Moroccan videos. I'm going to leave some links in the bottom of the description so you can check it out. You do that. I'll catch you there.